Test, test, test.
Test, test.
Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Hill.
Oh, sorry. Test, test.
Test, test, test. Go again.
Oh,
I muted
test,
it.
test.
Test, test. Hello and welcome to Dale Travis Court on the campus of the Trinity Titans. I'm Edison Palumbi alongside Hill Butler. And here on this Friday night, we have a matchup filled with animosity as St. Christopher's, currently riding a 10-game win streak, travels to Trinity. These two teams matched up earlier in the 804 Coaches for Change Classic, and St. Christopher's came out on top with a 54-41 win. Trinity looking for a victory over their rivals. They lost all 4 last year. They lost earlier this year, and the game on this court last year they had in their hands. They were up by 8 in the fourth quarter, but then a 22-2 run to end the game by St. Christopher's gave them a 12-point win. We're just about ready to tip things off. It'll be Stuart Cosby and Keaton Gregory.
Saints sitting at 10-1 right now. Trinity sitting at 9-3, coming off a loss last week.
And here we go at Trinity. The Titans win the tip, and it'll be Isaiah Robinson handing it off to Brent Thompson to start this game off. Davion Brown had a big game last year against the Saints. Didn't do as much in the 804 game. Here's Brent Thompson, another one to look out for. Over to Keaton Gregory from the free throw line, no good. And the rebound by Darius Gray.
Darius Gray, a guy that stepped up a lot this season, won a tournament MVP, and has been very valuable to the Saints, especially in the paint here, and is clear step up in his game from last year.
And here is Gray at the top of the key. 10 to shoot for the Saints. Gray backs in, falling away, missed it. Wally Jones tried to get the rebound, but had it knocked out of his hands. Here's Brown. Pulls up in front of Jones and hits. First points of the game go to Trinity. They're going to call that a long 2.
Yeah, I thought that was a 3, but refs are right there.
Here's Wally Jones, gets it into Gray again. Robinson looked like he got him in the arm a bit going up in the air, but it doesn't matter for Gray. Still manages to lay it in. Here's Thompson. Hands it off to Mason Patrick, gets around Cosby. That's a tough finish between two Saints as Cosby and Gray were both closing in.
Brandon taking it up to midcourt.
Here's Elijah Brandon over to Wally Jones. Now Saints trying to get it to Gray. Trinity leaves him open for a second there from the free throw line, finds Brandon. He'll hoist a 3, and it's out of bounds off the shot clock.
Davion Brown is going to give a short inbound to Brent Thompson, taking it up to midcourt.
Here's Davion Brown, and that shot no good. Rebound by Gray once again. Kicks it out in the corner, Brady Burnett, his 3, way off. A nice pass to the other end. Davion Brown lays it in.
It's a nice heads-up play there by Trinity, finding that guy wide open under the basket.
Coming into this game, Coach Jones stressed the mantra of how good teams win at home, great teams win on the road. So far, the Saints have been unfazed by traveling away from Scott Gym. They haven't lost outside of home this year. But this Trinity crowd, unlike anything they've really seen, as Wally Jones had a good look in the paint, couldn't finish. And now here's Isaiah Robinson going at Brady Burnett. Had the height advantage, but Burnett gets in there and knocks it away. Saints nearly turn it over as Gray tips Cosby's pass intended for Burnett.
Yes, a little miscommunication there. Darius Gray looking for something.
Here's Brandon now. Get it to Stuart Cosby. Trinity doing a very good job maneuvering the St. Christopher screens. 13 to shoot. Gray steps back. Missed it. Wally Jones, the offensive board. Shot blocked by Isaiah Robinson, however. Here's Patrick. Over to Brown. Davion Brown goes right at Jones. Tough finish. And just under halfway into this first quarter, Trinity holding an 8-2 lead early.
It's Saints haven't found themselves in a hole this big for a long time this season. A lot of that has been their ability to just control the game all the way through, and right now, Trinity's doing that.
And Brandon dribbles it off his foot. Now Trinity has a fast break. Here's Robinson, goes up under Brandon, lays it in. Now the Saints looking to push. Now they'll slow things down. Not the start they've wanted to get off here. They're down 10-2. Now here's Darius Gray looking to calm things down. Finds Wally Jones. A very easy look under the rim. We saw a lot of those generated by Darius Gray on Tuesday against Stab. In a game where he dropped 27 points, 17 rebounds, and 4 assists.
So, I don't know if you guys can hear that through the microphone, but its environment is a lot louder than you usually find at high school games.
Here's Robinson. Gets in the lane now out to Gregory. He'll pull a long 2, I believe. Missed it anyways. Here's Brandon. Elijah Brandon finds Wally Jones on the wing. Over to Stuart Cosby at the top of the key. Now they get Darius Gray on the block. Swings it out. Jones had an open look. Didn't take it. Over to Brandon. His three-pointer. No good.
Saints not making a lot of their shots here. Taking a lot of threes, not draining them.
Now Davion Brown
in.
Bulldozes Jones, but that's an offensive foul. Great hustle from Jones to step in the way of the steamrolling Davion Brown. And Jones will take a seat as Colin Johnson will check in. Before the game, it looked like they might have been doing some work on Jones's ankle. Unsure if there's anything there, but looks pretty good early.
Brandon taking it up just outside the 3 line over to Stuart Cosby.
Now here's Darius Gray. The double team comes. Gray backing in, goes up over Gregory. Can't get it to go, but Colin Johnson tips it away. Ball still loose, but it's controlled by the Titans. They have numbers here. Robinson kicks it out to the corner. Thompson a 3, no good. Colin Johnson the rebound. Trinity has no one back. He's looking to run. Goes up strong, counted and 1. Tough finish for Colin Johnson, and he got whacked on the way up. Certainly earned that free throw, and he'll go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
And that's just an amazing finish right there as a defender. I mean, it's the last thing you want to happen. Bulldozer still managed to put it in. I mean, that's just great concentration and great control there by Colin Johnson.
And Johnson's free throw is good. That's the one area of the game where the Saints have struggled this season is at the free throw line, although it has improved as of late. So the Saints starting to get in the flow of this game. They've cut the lead down to 10-7. Here's Isaiah Robinson, has a size advantage over Burnett. That was a missed call on a moving screen there by Jeremiah Robinson, but
Trinity.
Brent Thompson couldn't hit anyways.
Trinity taking a lot of long shots here early in the game.
Now here's Darius Gray in the corner. Gregory on him again, double team ready to come. Kicks it out to Burnett. Off the bounce, Brady Burnett's floater, no good. That's a tough shot there. And I believe they're gonna get Burnett on a foul. Excuse me, they're gonna get Stuart Cosby. I didn't see what happened. It was well off the ball.
Thompson.
Brandon guarding him tightly. Now over to Jeremiah Robinson. Right back to Thompson.
Finds
Isaiah Robinson gets a screen from Gregory. Goes at Burnett. Good double team by Gray. Does a good job to close out. But now here's Patrick for 3. Left it short. Rebound. And they're going to get, I believe, Burnett on a foul. It will be on Burnett. So Nate Roberts will check in for Darius Gray. We'll see how Trinity looks to build up an advantage with Gray off the floor. Not a good start for them as about 4 seconds into that possession, Isaiah Robinson going to be called for an offensive foul for a moving screen.
And Burnett going to be inbounding here. Short one to Brandon.
Minute 20 to go in the first quarter, 10-7 Trinity. Here's Colin Johnson over to Stuart Cosby. Hands it off to Brandon. Tight defense by Thompson. Brandon gets in the lane, adjusts, missed the shot. Colin Johnson with another O board with the left. Tough shot. I don't know how he got that to go.
Making a couple of really contested shots up there.
Those are two wildly impressive finishes from him in this game. Robinson going right at Burnett. Has the size advantage, gets in the lane, lays it in. Nice move there by Isaiah Robinson.
Gonna put an end to Saints' 7-0 run there.
Here's Elijah Brandon. He'll get in the lane. Roberts didn't cut. And now Gavin Johnson will enter. As Stuart Cosby will take a seat. Oh, they're gonna say that ball was tipped. So it will stay with the Saints.
Yeah, so it looked like to me. Didn't see Nate Roberts get a piece of it, but the ball definitely was knocked away by someone.
Now Maddox Patrick will check in for Trinity. Johnson, the inbounder, 34.1, 14 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Colin Johnson, gets around on a screen, missed that floater. And now Trinity can hold for the final shot of the quarter, but doesn't look like they want to. Patrick left alone at the top of the key, no good. Rebound Johnson. And now we'll see if the Saints want to hold. They're going pretty fast. Gavin Johnson into the corner for for Elijah Brandon. And that's an offensive foul on Johnson. Wasn't set.
Very fast-paced basketball here.
So Zach Davila will check in as Brady Burnett will get a rest for these next 9.4 seconds. And Wally Jones will come in as well for Brandon. Burnett and Brandon, the two starters who had been in the whole way up to this point. 9 seconds for the Titans. Here's Thompson, goes at Davila, and he's gonna be fouled. Saints have one more to give before the Titans are in the bonus. Might as well give it. So now the Titans only have 5.2 to work with. Now they have to be careful as their next foul puts Trinity at the line, and not a great foul there on Roberts. As they are going to hand Trinity 2 free throws with 2.9 to go in the quarter.
Chance to make it a 5-point lead here going into the second quarter. Puts the first one up.
And hits the first free throw.
Gonna get one more.
Now Harrison Miller will come in. It was a pretty short rest for Brandon. He was only out of the game for a grand total of 6.5 seconds.
So not exactly
1 for 2 at the line. We'll see if the Saints can get a shot up. Roberts didn't appear to be aware of the clock. So the Saints don't get one up. They trail 13-9 here in this electric Trinity environment after 8 minutes. We'll be back. Hello and welcome back. Second quarter just about ready to get underway. The Saints trailing 13-9.
Trinity seems to have a game plan built around some long shots. Missed a good handful of long 2s and 3s in that first quarter. whereas the Saints seem to be much more focused on getting into paint, especially utilizing Darius there, since he's obviously a very great player in that area. Not a lot of people can stop him.
Here's Elijah Brandon. They're trying to get it to Gray. Trinity's done a good job at keeping it away from him, but he's going to have it here. Kicks it out to the corner. Burnett, quick release. Left it short. Rebound controlled by Mason Patrick. Patrick goes right at Cosby. Blocked. Shot blocked. Great defensive effort there by Cosby.
Patrick looking for someone on the inbound.
He finds Keaton Gregory. Now Brent Thompson. Over to Isaiah Robinson. Guarded by Burnett. Robinson denies the screen from Gregory. Goes around, has the pass tipped by Brandon, and Patrick throws it off of Cosby. So Trinity will keep it with 5 seconds on the shot clock.
It's a smart move right there. Didn't really have anybody who was about to go out of bounds with it. Just smart to chuck it off his foot like that.
Now over to Thompson in the corner, finds Gregory. Good possession by Trinity, only having 5 on the clock, but just missed the shot. Now Brandon wants to go quickly. Now we'll slow things down over to Darius Gray. Gray spinning, gets in the lane. Layup is good. Tough shot from Darius Gray. Those are the type of plays the Saints are going to need him to make this game. He had a quiet introduction in the game against Stab on Tuesday as well, but that second half, anything but quiet. Here's Patrick, nice move to get around Cosby, missed the shot, and then Gregory has the rebound ripped out of his hands by Gray.
Yeah, it's a great spin move there, just couldn't capitalize. And
now here's Gray, pulls up from 3, no good, rebound out to Burnett. Tried to get it to Cosby, slipped out of his hands. Gray recovers, gets in the lane, goes under, shot blocked, but right out to Cosby. Burnett screaming for it at the top of the key. Cosby doesn't see him. Turnaround jumper is good.
This game is tied.
A great response from the Saints, currently on an 11-2 run after Trinity took an 11-2 advantage. Here's Robinson. Good job from Burnett to close that off. Now Patrick has a switch. Mason Patrick goes at Burnett. Missed it. And a rebound from the sophomore guard who's getting harassed under the basket but still manages to keep it. Finds Harrison Miller in the corner. Thought about a 3. Now drives. Cosby left wide open. You bet. Stu Cosby for 3. And the Saints have their first lead of the night.
Taken away an early 8-point deficit here. Went down 10-2 early. Final lead at 16-13. I've been in control for a while, it feels.
You know, I'm no coach, but I would not suggest leaving Stuart Cosby wide open in the corner, as there's another turnover by Trinity. Burnett goes inside, missed the shot with some fancy dribbling beforehand. And now the Titans looking to run. Thompson goes right at Harrison Miller, kicks it out. Gregory, he'll try a 3, way short. Some substitutions, maybe. Never mind. Harrison Miller thought he was coming off, but Coach Jones had other plans. Here's Darius Gray. Gray putting on moves. He's tripped up. No, they're going to call it travel. Miles Love, listed at 6'3", 280. One of the only players who has a similar physique to Darius Gray. Trinity puts him in the game to try to stop him, and he does just that in his first possession on defense. But the Saints off to a strong start this quarter. They lead 16-13. We'll be back. Hello and welcome back out of the timeout. St. Christopher's leads 16-13. Been a very chaotic game of basketball. Same 5 out there for the Saints. Now it's Darion Irvin who enters for Trinity, but here's Brent Thompson, fakes, missed the shot, and they're gonna call an offensive foul on Isaiah Robinson. It looked like he pushed off going for that rebound.
Trinity getting a lot of offensive fouls, I have to say. You know, you see a
Yeah.
lot of defensive fouls, obviously. You don't always see as much as offense fouls.
Yeah,
as Trinity is getting
that's
this
number
game.
2 on Robinson alone. So here's Brandon now. Throws it off the foot of Brent Thompson, but the Saints will keep it, and they'll get the shot clock reset to 20 for their troubles.
You know, Cosby put this one in.
I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but the red things that the Trinity student section is waving over there are McDonald's Happy Meal boxes. Not sure exactly where they got that from.
Not sure what it's supposed to mean.
Yeah. Thought that was an interesting fact. Anyways, here's Brandon. The Saints try to get Darius Gray open. They find Harrison Miller at the top of the key, swings it to Stuart Cosby, gets a screen from Miller, gets in the lane, but stopped by Patrick, gets around him, missed the shot. Miller with the board, and he'll go to the line. That's been a big issue for Trinity early in this game, is the offensive rebounding. There have been 4 or 5 times this game already with only 12 minutes gone by where they've given up second chance efforts, and surprisingly, none of those have been rebounded by Darius Gray. Colin Johnson has 2 of them, Harrison Miller has 2 of them, Wally Jones has 1 of them. Also, Brady Burnett has 1 of them, so that's 6 this game already. And that's not even with the best rebounder on the floor getting any. So
That's the kind of stat that can lose you a game.
Yeah, certainly something Trinity is going to need to clean up to give themselves the best chance at winning this game. As we saw Harrison Miller hit the first there and missed the second, so they'll only have to pay 1 point for their lackadaisical efforts on the glass. Here's Brent Thompson. Brandon picking him up very far outside. Here's Miles Love now. Over to Thompson. A bit of miscommunication by the Saints. Cosby and Brandon both went to follow Mason Patrick. It left Thompson wide open, but he couldn't get it to fall. Now here's Gray, guarded by Miles Love. He'll pull a 3. No good. Miller, another offensive rebound. Burnett swings it to Cosby. His 3-pointer left it short. And Burnett trying to rip it away from Jeremiah Robinson. But the Titans able to control it.
That shot had a long way to go.
Yeah, he left it just a bit short. And Patrick's shot looked like it was blocked by Gray, but gets his own rebound. Inside now, Thompson kind of just throws his body at Gray. And wow, that did not look like it should be Trinity ball.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of contact.
The,
he did hit the ground pretty
yeah,
hard.
Darius Gray looked just as surprised as I am.
Thompson going to take the inbound here.
They'll inbound it now to Gregory. Finds Maddox Patrick. Over to Davion Brown. He's had a quiet introduction to this one. Gregory thought about a 3 in front of Gray. Decided to pass up on it. Now that's a long 3 from Thompson at the horn. No good. I don't think the Titans realized that the shot clock was winding down like that.
Brandon gets Colin Johnson there. Hits him with a move. Gets it to Darius.
Darius Gray finds Brady Burnett off a screen, loses it, and I believe they're going to call a jump ball. They will. Possession errors with Trinity. So now checking in, it's going to be Gavin Johnson as Darius Gray will take a seat with 2:44 to go.
Davion Brown gets the inbound to Thompson.
Here's Patrick over to Keaton Gregory. Finds Brent Thompson. Switch on to Gavin Johnson. Gregory has a big height advantage over Elijah Brandon in the paint. Now here's Maddox Patrick. Long 2, missed the shot. And another board by Brady Burnett. Here's Elijah Brandon into the corner. Gavin Johnson towing the baseline. Goes up, lays it in. Surprising defensive effort there by Trinity. And by surprising, I mean there was not much of a defensive effort there.
Yeah, looked real close to being out of bounds, so I think he just managed to keep it in there.
And they're gonna get Harrison Miller on a foul off the ball. That'll be his first, team second of the quarter. Now Cosby will re-enter as Miller will take a rest. Now coming into this game, Coach Jones talked about how Harrison Miller, if Trinity goes with the plan like they have against Darius Gray, where they're double teaming every time in the paint, Miller could be crucial as he's one of the better shooters on this team. And that's 2 good looks inside there from Davion Brown that he missed. Now Cosby over to Gavin Johnson, hands it off to Brandon. Elijah Brandon drives left, trying to get away from Thompson, and he gets called for an offensive foul as he extended the forearm. Really good defensive effort there.
Pushed his guy a little bit, just not a little bit of line. You know, it's going to be called for an offensive foul every time there. And here's Thompson taking the inbound out.
And that pass stolen by Colin Johnson. Bit of a careless pass there. Now here's Johnson towing the baseline. Didn't get as lucky as his brother did a couple possessions ago. This time he steps out of bounds.
Brown going to take the inbound. As usual, looking like he's going to get Thompson, and he is.
Brandon picking up Thompson for 94 feet.
A full court press there.
We've seen him start picking him up further and further out, but not all the way out to full court. Nice defense there by Brady Burnett. Ripped it out of the hands of Davion Brown.
And this time Thompson looks like he's going to take the inbound.
1:14 to go in the second quarter. Saints lead 19-13. On a 17-3 run currently. Here's Gregory tied up with Gavin Johnson, and he'll be at the line for 2.
Trinity, I don't believe, has scored in the second quarter.
They have not. It was 13-11 to start off this quarter. An 8-0 run by the Saints.
Gregory has a chance to change that with a couple of free throws. First one is up.
And left it short.
Good.
You know, when a team gets in a shooting slump like this, missing free throws is the worst thing that can happen. It's going to cause them to get in their head more, and they're also leaving. I mean, they're called free throws for a reason. They're leaving what should be free points on the table. And with how these two teams played each other earlier this year, only a final score of 54-41. Both teams going to need every point they can get. And even in this game, not high scoring whatsoever. 15 minutes in, 19-13 your score.
Gregory puts the second one up.
Missed them both.
No, missed both of them.
And now here's Brandon. Swings it to Cosby. In for Gray. Double team coming. Gray goes up, has it blocked by Gregory, but still manages to rip it away from Patrick. Now he'll go right at Patrick. Spinning, gets inside, up and under, gets the roll.
Darius Gray, I mean, give him enough time, he's going to do that to you. I mean, even with 2-3 guys on him, he's bullying everybody in the paint. Obviously, not going to have a ton of success, and that's a great block.
You're not going to have much success driving on him either, as he sends that shot out of bounds.
And as I was saying earlier, not going to have a ton of success against him when you let him get balls like that, when you rip it away from him, just let him recover like that. You got to capitalize off of every opportunity you can to get a turnover in this kind of defensive game.
So now Trinity will inbound, 17 between shot and game clock. They can go 2 for 1 if they go quick. Here's Deuce Mason. The 5'9" sophomore sends it over to Darion Irvin. Mason guarded by Brandon. Shot clock down to 9. Mason loses it, and Cosby recovers it. Saints can't hold for the final shot. They're not going to. Brandon for 3. It's good! Elijah Brandon, the lead up to 11.
First double-digit lead this game.
Trinity needs something. Here's Patrick. He'll have the final shot of the quarter. Goes at Cosby in the lane. Missed it. Gray's heave. Almost went in. A phenomenal quarter for St. Christopher's. They're going to shut out Trinity in the second frame, and they storm back to lead 24-13 going into the break. They end that half on a 22-3 run, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Hello and welcome back. We are ready to go in this second half. And the second quarter of that game, maybe the best quarter the Saints have played all year. They shut out Trinity across the 8 minutes. The Titans haven't made a shot in over 9 minutes of game time.
Yeah,
Saints
Trinity, I mean, part of it, of course, is St. Christopher's defense, shutting off the opportunities, not letting them get any wide open shots. But another part is Trinity's just been missing a lot.
So here's Stuart Cosby, gets in the lane, dribbles it off his foot, gets right out to Brady Burnett, though.
As E.B. Brandon has the most playing time of any Saint.
Finds Cosby, over to Burnett. Fade away from the free throw line, rims out, Gray the O board. Has it knocked away, gets it back, goes up, and scores. Now, after that basket, the Saints currently riding a 24-3 run since they went down 10-2 early. Here's Davion Brown. Out to Isaiah Robinson. Robinson gets it in for Keaton Gregory. Goes at Gray. Gets the bounce. Finally, after 12 minutes of game time, Trinity finally has the basket.
Saints hold on to an 11-point lead. E.B. Brandon looking for anybody.
Finds Darius Gray. Swings it to Burnett. Quick release. It's good. Brady Burnett off a beautiful ball from Darius Gray.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great pass, too. Getting it through the lane, through a couple defenders there. I mean, just a dart across the court, get him wide open.
I don't know how Darius saw that. He got so much velocity on that pass, it just gave Trinity's defense no time to react. And now Brent Thompson has a switch on Cosby. Burnett knocks it away, and Trinity needs to go. Shot clock down to 5. Thompson gonna have to get one up. And he does, but it's an air ball.
Yeah, it's kind of a panic shot there. Lost a lot of time on the play clock when they lost it and had to go get it from the beyond the half court mark. And I mean, just had to find anything there and put up a desperation shot, really.
Brady Burnett has been so disruptive defensively all season. Just always there at the right time to get in a passing lane or poke a pass away. Right now, gets it over to Stuart Cosby in the corner for Wally Jones. They're trying to get it to Gray. They finally do. Darius Gray, through a lot of contact, still has it. Goes up, splits 2 defenders, and scores.
Darius Gray has been an absolute bully in the paint. He started off a little slow in the first quarter, but he seems to have found his groove, and even through his double teams, have just been backing guys down in the paint.
That was Davion Brown for 3. They needed it. They didn't get it, and now Brandon running the court. A lot of contact there, but Brown ends up with it. Goes at Gray, just lets him go. Didn't want to risk picking up another foul.
E.B. Brandon trying to find a look here.
Brandon over to Cosby. Now Brady Burnett. 15 on the shot clock. Darius Gray has it. Gray, double comes. No look to Wally Jones. Jones wasn't ready. Saints gonna have to get one up quick. Shot clock down to 5. Jones on the reverse. Shot blocked. It was Isaiah Robinson. Now the Titans looking to run. Here's Patrick. He'll lay it in. And Trinity needs a timeout. They're down 12. We'll be back in a minute. Hello and welcome back. We're out of the Trinity timeout. Both teams have 4 remaining, and the Saints lead by 12.
E.B. Brandon taking his time. Saints seem to want to slow this game down a little bit, coming into the half with this big a lead.
Here's Darius Gray, spinning, gets inside, missed the shot, but he's gonna go to the line for 2 well-earned free throws.
Darius is gonna have 2. Puts the first one up, and it is no good off the backboard there off the rim.
The one area of Darius Gray's game where he does look mortal is at the free throw line. He's certainly improved and misses both though. The Trinity crowd starting to get back into this game. The lead was as high as 16. It's now at 12, and this is a crucial end of the quarter as they're gonna get Brandon for a reach.
Yeah, it's kind of just attempted to swat it out there and overextend it a little bit. Ref right there, it's going to get called every time.
Brown, the inbounder, finds Brent Thompson. Brandon still picking Thompson up very far, and they're going to get Cosby on a foul against Patrick.
That's 2 straight fouls for the Saints. Now Brown gonna inbound this one. Colin Johnson right up on him.
And now here is Brent Thompson. Shot clock reset to 20. Gets around Brandon, snatches back, didn't put the shot up. Here's Teron Nelson over to Isaiah Robinson, guarded by Burnett, goes right at him. And they're gonna get Colin Johnson, I believe, on a reach there. Looked like Burnett did a good job of staying straight up, and it will be on Johnson.
So now Trinity has a chance to whittle away at the lead a little bit. Got Isaiah Robinson up here for some free throws. Can make it a 10-point game if he makes both of them.
This is a crucial end of the quarter for Trinity. They need to start cutting into this lead. Their offense has come alive. They've scored 7 in the first half of this quarter. As a reminder, they did not score all second quarter. So their offense certainly showing signs of life. They've been pretty good so far this quarter. Missed the free throw though. Gray snatches down the board.
Gray hurries up a little bit.
And Gray put Teron Nelson on skates. Now swings it to Colin Johnson in the corner. Johnson trying to find a pass in for Gray, tipped out of bounds. It's going to be off Nelson, so staying with the Saints. But if you think about it, a 4-point swing either way is crucial in these last 3 minutes and 36 seconds. If the Saints go into this fourth quarter up 15, you're feeling great. But if you go into this quarter down 7, if you're Trinity, you're believing that you can win this game.
Yeah, I mean, especially considering the deficit they're in coming to this half. It'd be great for their, confidence to come in with a.
So the Saints.
It'd be great for the confidence if you go in having controlled the third quarter a little bit. Can stay on track, take a lead hopefully.
So close to a shot clock violation, and they will call a shot clock violation. It looked like Gray might have been fouled on that shot, but.
Maybe.
When it's someone as big as him, it's going to have to be a lot of contact for the rest to see the foul. So now Coach Jones will take a timeout. Saints lead 31-20, 3:27 in the third quarter. Hello and welcome back out of the timeout. Saints lead 31-20 with just under 3.5 to go in the third quarter. It'll be the starters on the floor for the Saints, and it'll be 4 of the 5 starters on the floor for Trinity, with Teron Nelson replacing Keaton Gregory.
Thompson trying to beat EB there.
Brandon's done a great job defensively on him tonight. And now here is Mason Patrick. Leaves it off for Nelson, stripped away by Harrison Miller.
Gonna say that's off Darius there.
So Trinity will have it with 18 on the shot clock.
Robinson gonna inbound.
They'll get it out to Mason Patrick. Drives on Cosby, gets inside, shot blocked by Cosby. Nelson trying to rip it away, and he's gonna win the jump ball and get it back. That's the second block of the game by Stuart Cosby. He's done a very good job defending Mason Patrick.
Yeah, and that was a great job blocking him when he's in the paint like that. Avoiding the foul too. Just a great heads-up play, and Jimmy Brown is going to inbound it. Cosby right on him with the pressure.
Brown, the inbounder, finds Teron Nelson over to Isaiah Robinson. Some pretty good banter going on between these two student sections as Davion Brown will go to the line for 2.
A chance to get rid of the double-digit lead here. It makes both of them to 9. And Trinity controlling the game a lot better than they were earlier.
As Davion Brown hits the first.
Chance to make it a 9-point lead. Get rid of a double-digit lead for the first time in a while, and it is good.
This game, the lead got up to as high as 16 for the Saints. So this is a big response from Trinity, but here's Burnett, swings it to the corner for Cosby. He'll drive, gets inside, and he's traveled.
Almost got that one in. They're gonna give this one to Trinity.
That was a very strict travel call. I think they got it right though. It looked like he might have gone for the hop step and then moved the foot one more time. So Trinity, this is the closest they've been in a while. The lead is 9. Here's Brent Thompson, Saints switching to a zone. Trinity's gonna need their shooters to get him out of it. Here's Patrick in the corner, they need it. They don't have it, but he gets it back, gets inside and lays it in. Darius Gray went down to the floor trying to get that rebound, and it left the interior all alone. Now Burnett loses it, gets it to Cosby. The Saints need to get it across, and Cosby throws it away. Trinity on a 9-0 run right now, and Coach Jones not happy with what he sees. He's gonna take a timeout, and just like that, we have the game here. It's 31-24, 2:13 to go. So back out of the timeout, Trinity inching closer. They were down 31-15. It's now 31-24. The crowd getting into it. Davion Brown lays it in.
Saints letting up a big lead. Had it at 16, now only 5. Still have the lead, but have not been in control recently.
An 11-0 run by Trinity. Darius Gray going to look to calm things down for the Saints. He'll back in, guarded by Teron Nelson. Gray goes inside, basket's good, and 1! Just like that, the crowd has been silenced.
Finally, end that 11-0 run, and Gray will go to the line. Try and get a 3-point play out of this.
Those are the crucial plays that Gray makes. And the free throw is no good. And it's going to be knocked out of the hands of Mason Patrick by Colin Johnson, but it'll be staying with the Titans. Now Keaton Gregory will come in for Teron Nelson.
Thompson is going to pass back to Brown.
That's a dangerous pass there. Davion Brown catches it in a pocket of two Saints. Saints have switched to a zone here. Trinity has struggled from behind the arc, but now here's Robinson, a three. Off. Burnett got shoved in the back going up for that rebound, but still controlled it. And now the lead back up to 7 for the Saints. Here's Darius Gray. Gonna go right at Gregory. Tied up over to Colin Johnson. Had a tough time controlling it. Goes up with the hook. Missed the shot. Gray rips down the board.
Still plenty of time on the shot clock.
He'll go up strong. Gets another offensive rebound. Third effort's good. And one. Darius Gray. Unguardable.
I mean, he's just wreaking havoc on Trinity.
It is unbelievable that he got in that position where he couldn't dribble, had the defense fully focused on him, and somehow still managed to turn that into an and one.
How about that rebound, too?
Oh, my goodness. He ripped it away over the back of Mason Patrick.
Got a 9-point lead here for the Saints.
Those are the plays that can swing a game.
And you were talking earlier about Trinity letting up a lot of offensive rebounds. That really hurt him on that play because, I mean, two guys there trying to contest with Darius to get that rebound. He still managed to get it, and it resulted in 3 points for the Saints.
Here's Davion Brown. In the middle of the zone, Robinson gets inside, lays it in. Here's Gray. Darius Gray has it at the top of the key. About 7 seconds between shot and game clock. Gray driving on Gregory, gets inside, shot blocked.
That's a impressive block, got real high up there, but it is going to go back to the Saints. I got 9 seconds on the shot clock. I got Miles Love coming in.
As for the Saints, it'll be Stuart Cosby and Wally Jones entering for Gavin and Colin Johnson.
Miles Love in for Keaton Gregory.
And Burnett and Davion Brown getting into it. Two teams have to be separated. Looks like it's offsetting technicals on Davion Brown and Brady Burnett.
Yeah, I mean, they must have said something to each other because we're not a physical fight down there, but I mean, you see a lot of times in high school games, refs are just not interested in hearing, cursing or just disrespectful talk from other teams. And I mean, they call that a lot at the high school level and don't often get away with it.
So now Cosby, the inbounder, finds Brandon, but that's an offensive foul. He pushed off. So now Trinity has it. Lead is 8, clock under 10. Here's Brent Thompson.
5 seconds.
Thompson way outside, way off. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The lead is 8 for the Saints. 8 more minutes of basketball to play, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Hello and welcome back. Stay with us. We have a great fourth quarter coming up. These two teams separated by only 8 points with 8 minutes to go. St. Christopher's currently holds the advantage, but Trinity stormed back from what was a 16-point deficit, cut the lead down to 5. It'll be the Saints controlling it to start off the quarter.
Yeah, Saints done a great job throughout this game of getting the rebound, especially the offensive rebounds there. Darius Gray has gotten some good points off of this kind of plays. I think it's Trinity's biggest thing is just they're losing the rebound battle, and it's cost them.
Saints rebounding is very impressive. Even against a team that is taller than them, they always consistently win that rebounding battle, as you mentioned. And that's one of the strengths of this team this year, is that they can always count on second chance opportunities. So now here's Elijah Brandon. Over to Darius Gray. Brady Burnett goes inside. He's fouled by Davion Brown. And Brown and Burnett got into it a few minutes ago. They had to be separated. And I correct my earlier statement also about the offsetting technicals. There were only warnings given out to both Burnett and Brown, and leaves the first one short.
Burnett, with this free throw, could make it a 9-point game after missing the first one.
Now Burnett at the line for the second free throw.
His shot is good.
Hits the second, so 1 for 2 at the line. Lead up to 9, 37-28. Here's Brent Thompson. Over to Isaiah Robinson, now hands it off to Davion Brown. He'll go at Colin Johnson now. Thompson gets a screen from Gregory, gets in the lane, kicks it out to Patrick. Driving, now right back to Thompson. Switch on to Cosby. They're trying to get it into Patrick, who has a big height advantage over Brandon. They can't. Brown gets inside. Had to alter that shot to get it over Gray and left it well short. Now here's Brandon driving, no look pass to Burnett. But it was a bit too high, and he had to reset things.
Take that down, just recuperate a little bit.
Now here's Gray, goes up strong, lays it in.
Double-digit lead, first time in a little bit.
Here's Brent Thompson. Robinson kicks it now back out to Thompson. He'll try a three. It's good. Trinity needed it. It's their first three of the game. Lead right back down to 8, and the Titans will take a timeout with 6:45. Hello and welcome back. Saints holding on to an 8-point advantage, 6:45 to go in this game.
Here's Stuart Cosby inbounding it for the Saints.
And Burnett, his pass tipped, stolen by Robinson. Patrick, easy look under the rim, and not how the Saints want to start things out of a timeout. Now here's Colin Johnson, though, not the look Trinity wants, as Johnson just gets a free pass to the rim. Brown was expecting him to swing it over to Brandon. He didn't, just took it himself. Now here's Thompson. Brown, they need it. And no good. Took 4 bounces off the rim. Now Gray, he's trapped.
Huge double
and that's
team.
out of bounds off the Saints. I don't think Gray was expecting that at all.
Double team full court presses. Not something you see a lot. And you can tell Darius Gray is still caught off guard there.
Here's Brent Thompson over to Isaiah Robinson. Now Keaton Gregory hands it off to Davion Brown. Patrick now hands it off right back to Thompson. Robinson, he'll try another three. That one no good. Long rebound controlled by Johnson. Colin Johnson running the floor. This time slowed down. And Coach Jones quickly takes a timeout when he sees Colin Johnson on the ground. And Trinity student section not happy, as I'm sure you can see and hear. But good work by Coach Jones to get it off at just the right time. And we'll be back in a second. Hello and welcome back. 5:49 to go. Saints lead has stayed at 8 in all three breaks we've taken this quarter.
Colin Johnson gonna start this off with an inbound.
Something to keep note of. The Saints only have a singular timeout remaining. Johnson, the inbounder, over to Cosby, gets it into Gray. Not the look Trinity wants to see, with Gray only having one man on him. And Teron Nelson does about all he can and just fouls him on the way up.
Gray's going to have 2 free throws. Chance to take back a double-digit lead. Saints seem to be in much more control this quarter than they were in the third. And the first one is good from Darius Gray.
These free throws going to be crucial down the stretch for the Saints.
And his second shot. It's up. And
Two
it is
for
also
two.
good. 10-point lead for the Saints.
Big pair of free throws from Gray extends the lead. Here's Davion Brown. Guarded by Johnson, now over to Brent Thompson. Thompson gets a screen from Robinson, gets in the lane, back out to Patrick. Patrick gets inside, another block. Oh. And they will let the block stand. It looked like they were calling for a foul.
Yeah, it looked like a clean block to me.
Yeah.
Just nice, clean bat down, and Brown is going to inbound this one for Trinity. Colin Johnson right up on him.
Thompson, the inbounder, they need it, and not what you can do there. Elijah Brandon fouls him on a three-pointer that was an air ball. That'll be number 4 on him as well. He's going to have to be careful. Excuse me, that'll be his first. I misheard the PA. There's a big difference there.
Thompson taking 3 free throws here. His first one is up and drains that one. And Trinity cutting into the lead a little bit. His second one is up and also good. The lead is now 8 points. He's got one more.
And to revise my previous statement, Brandon is in fact on 4 fouls. The scoreboard is incorrect. So he's going to have to be careful the rest of the way. And 2 for 3 at the line as Gray pulls down the board. Lead is back at 8.
Still
Here's
holding that
Cosby,
lead.
finds Colin Johnson, swings it around. Now Brandon was left alone. Now here's Cosby, drives inside, layup, no good, but Brandon another offensive board. His shot blocked though by Patrick. In the corner, Patrick, right back to Thompson. Now it's Davion Brown. Brown gets around Cosby, gets inside, and he'll go to the line for 2 more as Colin Johnson got him on the arm on the way up.
Saints starting to struggle with those fouls in the paint and giving up a lot of free throws right now.
So Davion Brown looked like might have taken a hit to the face maybe, and he will exit this game. So
it's like Darian Irvin coming in for him.
I don't know what the rules are for him re-entering. I know in the NBA, at least I believe, if you exit a game when you're fouled and don't shoot your free throws, you're not allowed to return. I don't know if the rules are the same here. I imagine they're not, or else he would be out there right now.
Yeah, he's been really important for Trinity. Been important scorer, important rebounder, important passer. I mean,
so 0 for 2 at the line for Darion Irvin. We are not sure if Davion Brown will be allowed to re-enter since he didn't shoot his free throws. That's something to keep an eye on, as Gray going to be fouled there. Here's Johnson over to Wally Jones. They backed off him. Jones didn't take it, instead hands off to Brady Burnett. Burnett driving, pulls back, pulls up. It's good! Brady Burnett with a tough shot. The lead back to double digits. Thompson step back three, rims out. Rebound controlled though by Patrick. Maddox Patrick into the corner. Irvin right back to Thompson. Drives, reverse, no good. Rebound Gray.
4 minutes left in this game. Saints have a 10-point lead.
Here's Colin Johnson. Trinity backing off of him. They're doing everything they can to keep it out of the hands of Darius Gray. Johnson over to Cosby. Cosby has it poked away, manages to recontrol it. Burnett, shot clock down to 5. Brady Burnett driving, gets inside. A ton of contact, no call. Trinity looking to run. Here's Irvin, blocked by Johnson. What a rejection from Colin Johnson there. Now tipped out of bounds by Gray. Johnson goes over the bench and can't save it.
And what a
Coach
block.
Jones hyping up the student section. A well-deserved standing ovation for Colin Johnson.
And that is a huge block by Colin Johnson, rejecting what looked like a sure 2 points.
Colin Johnson chants rain in from the student section, and those certainly are well-deserved. Here's Mason Patrick, gets inside on Cosby, lays it in. Here's Burnett, finds Wally Jones. He loses it momentarily, gets it back, swings it to Burnett, pulls up, and no good off the front rim. Another board by Gray. He'll go up, and 2 more free throws coming for Darius Gray. So Davion Brown is going to be re-entering the game. There were questions over whether that was allowed, considering he was fouled, supposed to go to the free throw line, did not shoot his free throws due to looked like taking a nail to the face maybe.
Yeah, the NBA say you can't come back in.
That is
like
correct.
High school rules are different. Checking in right now.
So Gray misses the first. It'll be Elijah Brandon checking back in. Remember, he is on 4 fouls. So 1 more and his night will be done.
And Gray puts this one up, and it is also no good.
So 0 for 2 at the line.
Rebounded by Maddox Patrick.
Here's Davion Brown, guarded by Colin Johnson, over to Mason Patrick. Patrick goes at Cosby again, spinning, hook shot, no good. Would have cut the lead down to 2 possessions, and now Colin Johnson left all alone. Gets inside, Euro step, no good. fighting for the rebound on the floor. Now here's Burnett. Brady Burnett gets inside, count it!
And what a finish by Brady Burnett there.
The Saints team all night has out-hustled Trinity on the glass. Patrick for three, no good. Brown the offensive rebound, and he'll go to the line. It's just the theme of the night so far. The Saints have been getting the offensive rebounds. Trinity hasn't been. And so many second chance points that the Titans have conceded to the Saints, and that could be the difference in this game. If they had cut out 5 of those offensive rebounds, this game could be a 4-point game, 6-point game. Instead, they're staring at a 9-point deficit with less than 2.5 minutes to go.
Chance to make it 8 here for Brown. His next shot is up and
Missed
bounces
it.
out.
Cosby nearly turns it over. Barely gets it to Brandon. Now here's Darius Gray. Coach Jones telling him to slow things down. Clock in the Saints' favor. It's a 3-possession lead with 2:15 to go. Here's Elijah Brandon. Brandon in for Gray. Gray spinning, loses it. That's off of Isaiah Robinson, as now Wally Jones will check in for Colin Johnson. Gets a well-deserved standing ovation. He's been everywhere defensively tonight, making all the plays they've needed. Here's Gray, tied up, has it stripped through a triple team. Count it! Darius Gray! He'll go to the line for one more.
Darius Gray has been getting so many and ones this night, just nothing seems to stop him here. I mean, they foul him, hope they can force him to take 2, and he just puts it in every time, it seems like, and it's another and one for Darius Gray, and he seemed real pumped up about that one. I don't blame him.
Trinity, as has been true with every other team the Saints have played this year, has no answer for Darius Gray. The lead is up to 12. Here's Isaiah Robinson. Every possession feels like a must score for the Titans. Colin Johnson strips it. That's Saints ball. Johnson strips it. It hits the foot of Robinson on the way out.
You got Stuart Cosby going to inbound this one. I imagine the Saints are going to try and take this real slow.
And Trinity needs a timeout. They're down 12 with a minute 49. We'll be back. Hello and welcome back. 109 seconds to go left in this game. The Saints holding on to a 12-point lead. And they will have it inbounding from the Trinity baseline.
Trinity, I imagine, is going to try and just get real aggressive and rip the ball away as much as I can. Saints going to try and prevent that, try and take things slow, be real conservative with their play.
Now Gray, the inbounder, finds
nice.
Brandon on the other end. Beautiful pass. Brandon will be fouled by Davion Brown.
That was very aggressive defense there trying to stop that one. A lot of contact there, and it's a good call putting him at the line.
And I think that will be the end of the night for Davion Brown. I think that's number 5 on him.
Yeah, I don't think anybody on that court really expected him to heave it down the court like that. And here's E.B. Brandon. Chance to extend the lead. First shot is up, and it bounces out. And Brandon putting this one up, and it is good. Leads at 13 for the Saints. Minute 47 left to go.
Elijah Brandon will exit now as Gavin Johnson returns. The Saints opting for a little more size and rebounding out there. Here's Brent Thompson. Thompson finds Patrick, goes up, lays it in. Gray trying to find someone, gets Colin Johnson and drops Brent Thompson, but he was fouled in the process, and Saints in the bonus, so he'll be at the line for 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Trinity, it's just kind of thing you can't be doing right now, especially not past half court. No reason to put him to the line like that, really. And Johnson's first shot is up and drains that one. 12-point game. Johnson's second shot up.
And 2 for
Also
2
good.
at the line for Colin Johnson.
Johnson having one heck of a night here.
Now Trinity will roll it up. Less than 90 seconds to go. They're down by 13, and that's not going to help. They'll turn it over. Here's Brandon on the other end, goes up, loses it, and it'll be controlled by Maddox Patrick. Now the Titans looking to run. Here's Thompson for 3, no good. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Colin Johnson. And Brandon will be fouled by Patrick.
Brandon's first free throw is good, extending the lead. Trinity seems obviously in a huge rush to try and get something in this last minute, but so far it's not helped. They just look real panicked, giving away a lot of fouls, giving away the ball a lot, and that is not going to help you win a game.
The Trinity student section starting to empty out. Cannot say the same for the St. Christopher's one. It's a long 3 from Thompson. Missed it again with a rebound by Robinson. Now Patrick will try a 3. Burnett got a hand in there. Good defense. But Patrick gets his own rebound off the glass, gets inside, lays it in. And Trinity will take a timeout. Their 4th of the game. They're down 13 with 46 seconds. Out of the timeout, the Saints lead 55-42.
And here comes Darius Gray inbounding it out of the timeout with 45 seconds to go.
Finds Brady Burnett. Burnett tied up. He'll go to the line for 2.
Trinity, I mean, like I said earlier, it just seems so panicked. You know, at this point, to say the least, they need a miracle to pull it off, and just fouling everybody, putting them to the line every play, it's not going to get a miracle out of that. And Burnett's first free throw will be good. And here comes Nate Roberts subbing for Darius, who will get a round of applause here from the Saints crowd. Burnett's second free. is also good.
2 for
Got
2.
two out of the play, 15-point game.
2 at the line for Burnett. Saints lead by 15. Here's Irvin. Kicks it back out to Robinson. Now Brent Thompson. Patrick drives on Harrison Miller, gets inside. Dangerous pass out to Darion Irvin, still completes it. Irvin, nice layup, but a nice job getting to the rim. The layup was not as nice. Couldn't get it to go, and that should do it here. The Saints will dribble it out. Trinity coach telling him not to foul. And the Saints, for the second time this year, are going to defeat Trinity, this time on the road. And they cap a big week. They started with the win over Stab. Now they beat Trinity. They've won 11 in a row, and this team is rolling here in mid-January. 57-42 is your final. I'm Edison Palumbi alongside Hill Butler for STC TV. We thank you all for tuning in.